Howdy, Simmers. I have a sim save that I've been playing with for over 2 years, and the family that I've been playing with is currently at 14 generations. And before you ask, no, I have no idea how I've managed to play with one family for this long. But anyway, I'm the kind of person who likes to build my own Sims homes because nobody knows my Sims better than I do, and I like to customize them to fit their personalities and their styles and all that. So I built them a new house because I'm kind of sick of the one that they're in right now. So I'm not gonna lie, this is more of a furnishing video than a build video because it took me so many attempts, so many tries to figure out how I wanted this build to look. And I think the reason for that is because this is such a big build. And I don't typically build big houses because they're a little intimidating and I never know what to do with them. But the family that I was building for is huge. I mean, we have 8 Sims, an entire full household living in one thing. And it's just insane, but it's comprised of 2 families. The sisters, Joy and Jade, live with their individual families in one house. So it's Joy and her husband and their 2 kids, Jade and her wife and their 2 kids. And so it's a big, big family living in one thing. And it's insane. And the house that I have them currently living in is very small and crowded and cramped. And literally, uh, Jade's 2 daughters, one of them being a teen, and Joy's 1 daughter, they all share a room. So it's 3 Sims sharing one room, and it's just, it's so small. And we never have enough bathrooms in that house, and everyone's always like in a really bad mood, and it's insane. So I wanted to build them a new house where all the Sims could have their own individual room, including a basement room where I ended up putting Jewel, who is Jade's oldest. And after For Rent comes out, I actually want to move in Joy and Jade's older sister, Nova. So, as like a kind of separate household thing, because the Sims will be able to pay rent and all that stuff, and you can have multiple households on one lot. So, I'm going to move their sister in with them, technically, once that expansion releases. So we have a total of, I don't even know how many bedrooms actually. We have the 2 in the basement. We have one for one teen, the 2 kids. So I guess technically like 7 rooms, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's basically just a lot of bedrooms. And yeah, this layout for this house is so weird. And I kind of hate it, but I did what I had to. It's so weird. I'm not happy with how the layout turned out, but it is what it is. I'm working on the kitchen right now. And because I use so much custom content in this build, it is not available on the gallery. When I'm building for just my Sims, I typically don't limit myself to just using stuff that actually came with the packs or the base game. I do actually delve into my custom content collection. And yeah, since I have so much custom content, I don't end up putting these builds onto the gallery because I have no clue what custom content I've used, where it's from, who it's by. I just have so much. So I cannot possibly keep track of all of that. So it's just not on the gallery. But you get to enjoy the footage of me building 4 Sims that I am very invested in. Like I said, I've been playing with this family for 2 years. I have watched generations of this family come to be and, go because 14 generations, not everyone is alive. So it's something. But down here in the basement is actually where the living room is. Not really a living room, more of like a formal seating room, I guess, with the TV. This is the family entertainment room or whatever. I don't know. I couldn't fit a living room upstairs, so it's going down in the basement. And not much to it. Honestly, I did put a fireplace down here because I was like, in reality, being like very realistic, it would probably be cold in the basement. There's not any like windows down here or anything like that, so it's probably going to be a little cold, so a fireplace might be nice. But yeah, I don't know why. Early on into this build, I was really trying to clutter up the spaces. I think as I get further into the build, I kind of stopped doing that. I think I was just getting tired at the point because this was a huge build. Um, and I don't know. Is this the biggest build I've ever done? I actually don't know. I've done some really big builds before in the past, but I don't do like build community lots or anything, or I guess big community lots is what I'm trying to say. I don't build community lots in general, but I definitely don't do big ones. But yeah, we are in Jules' room right now, which is the teens, and I don't know. Technically, her color scheme to me is more of this like light blue color, but I do add in some like kind of teal or mint greenish in here. I think like look at that bedding pattern. I don't know. I try to assign colors with my Sims most of the time, but some of them just end up overlapping, especially when you have so many Sims. I like the colors that I like, and so a lot of them are just like purple and blue and green and all that, but never orange or yellow or anything because I just don't like those colors. But Jewel to me is kind of the nerdy sim. So she's very focused on her grades in school. I definitely think that I will be sending her to university at some point. So she'll be doing something in college. But I gave her her own desk. I kind of gave a lot of people their own desks and stuff like that. Or maybe it was just the teens. I don't remember. But yeah, this is gonna be Nova's room. So it's not gonna be anything special. It's kind of like a last minute little guest room situation. So not a very good dresser. It's what she gets though, honestly. So I did give her a little TV unit in here so she can relax in bed and kind of watch TV on her own. There is a TV out in that living room space, using that like framed artwork TV that came with Modern Lux. But I figured, for more privacy, maybe she'd want to watch TV like just in kind of her own space. So I do that. And this room is very plain, honestly. Like I don't give her much. So she doesn't need much. She's moving in with them for just maybe a short time. I gave her a radio as well so she can listen to music. Moving upstairs, we are working on JJ's room now. JJ is the other teen. He is the oldest child of Joy and her husband Chadwick, who was a townie that spawned in the game. One of those randomly generated stuff, or he was part of like a randomly generated family. I don't know. I didn't name him, so. um, but JJ is not really a nerd, but he used to kind of have nerdy vibes. But being a teenager, he has like a variety of interests. So he's got some gaming stuff, some sports stuff. And I gave him a desk as well with his own laptop. So yeah. I also kind of move on to the bathrooms as well. And this was really important because we only have like 3 bathrooms in the other house. And all 4 of the kids only have access to the downstairs one, which is literally one bathroom. So each of the set of parents have their own like ensuite bathrooms, and then there's just the one for the kids, and it gets pretty crazy. So bathrooms were definitely a big priority, needing so many. So unfortunately, I couldn't fit in like a proper shower in there, so they get that like open one from Discover University. And yeah. Working on the front entrance, it's nothing special. Going around and putting some curtains up everywhere. I decided to just use the same ones basically all throughout. I think there's only one room where I actually don't use that curtain, and it's because I couldn't fit it properly. But over here, we are starting to work on kind of this hall area, and we're going to be moving on to Jem and Emmy's rooms here shortly. But we had this big wall space, and I thought this would be perfect for like a giant bookshelf. Lots of clutter that we can put on here, so just going through my custom content and adding in everything I can find that I feel would fit on a bookshelf. So we've got just a lot of different types of books on there. Some little like decor objects. We'll get plants on there as well. And yeah. But I honestly think this is really, really cute. I like how this bookshelf turned out, honestly. Since I had to clutter it up myself. But yeah, made sure I got the parent chore board on there from Parenthood. Love that piece. It's one of my favorites, even though I don't really use it much. We are working on Gem's room at the moment. And Gem right now is actually about to age up into a teen very soon. But for now, she is still a kid. And I don't know. She is still kind of geeky, I feel like, but not as much as her sister. Like, she's not a big school nerd or anything, doesn't really care about grades, but, you know, she's just kind of there right now. I haven't developed her personality as much as I want to yet because she is still just a kid. And same with Emmy. But Emmy, I think, is definitely more of a girly girl, so I love Emmy so much. I think she's going to end up looking a lot like her mother, Joy, and Joy is such a pretty sim. So I'll show you the family once, you know, I get them moved in and all that. But yeah, I love this family, honestly. So yeah, nothing too special with Emmy's room, really. I kind of went through the toys trying to see what all I could put in here for her, and I just gave her a toy box, and I think that was it. And something that I've never done before, I don't think, I gave them a Jack and Jill bathroom. So they both have access to this bathroom from their rooms, and they kind of share it, and yeah, I think it's kind of cute. So going back over here, I am working on the dining room. And this is where it gets a little weird because I didn't have the room to put like every person there because we have 8 Sims in this household and the table can only fit 6. I had to put a separate dining area with just 2 chairs in the kitchen. So they're kind of a ways away, but I wanted to make sure that there were chairs for everyone, minus Nova because, you know, it's fine. Nova probably won't be living in there for a little while anyway, not until the pack comes out. But we are moving on to the bathrooms again, and I think we're on the ensuite right now for Joy and Chadwick's room. Yeah. So I made quick work of those. These rooms, I'm realizing, are like really, really small, but I think they fixed the ability for Sims to like scoot across the beds if it's pushed up against the wall. So the beds should still be functional. But I'm working on Jade and Celeste's room right now, and just giving them a little bit of clutter for the dresser. These rooms don't have much, you know, it's a bedroom. It doesn't need much. Honestly, all it needs is a bed and maybe a dresser. And yeah, I went with kind of a darker color scheme in here because Jade is very much the kind of more rebellious, I guess. She was more of my edgy sim when she was younger, so she's still kind of edgy now, I think, just a little bit more light. And then we are moving on to Chadwick and Joy's room. And I wanted to throw in some color here because Joy was always a very colorful sim. Growing up, like, she loved colors. She loved being out there with her outfits and personality. I love dressing her up because I gave her all of these, like, fun outfits with very colorful patterns and stuff like that. And she was a teacher for a while, and she still kind of is. But my idea for her originally was that she was going to be like an elementary school teacher. And then, of course, the only like educational teacher job we have is for like university professor. So I kind of made it my storyline. She was told to kind of grow up her attitude and, you know, just grow up as a person. So she basically took away like everything colorful about her, and she's all very professional all the time. And it's a very big transition for her. We're outside now. I don't do a lot of landscaping here. Not a surprise. I hate landscaping so much. But I just do a little bit of terrain paint, and we're basically done with the build, so I am gonna hop into the game and show this off to you guys. Alright, so this is the house, and I did make some kind of last-minute adjustments because I actually forgot to change the roof pattern at the beginning of the video, and I also forgot to add a mailbox, as I typically do. So I added that to the front here, and I honestly kind of like how this turned out, just like outside-wise, because we have this nice siding, and then I put some like brick on these bump outs, and I think it's really, really cute. So walking in through the front here, we're gonna walk basically into the dining room. But we've got this over here as like a little drop-off area at the front. We've got thermostat here, and then we've got the stairs going up right there. But dining room is here, and we've got this hallway, which we will come back to all of this once we go downstairs. But through here, we've got the kitchen, a little bit of extra seating for the dining area. And honestly, I think the kitchen is really, really cute. It's definitely not as big as the kitchen that they have at the other house, but I think this is kind of a cute space. And then coming downstairs, I am realizing I did not save my wallpaper choices, which is great. But coming down here, kind of got a thin space here, but this is the basement with the little seating area and TV, fireplace. We got the decoration box down here as well. And yeah, I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of this particular space. There's not even a coffee table down here. Like, I couldn't fit it. It's just a very weird layout. But going through this door, this is Nova's room. So like I said, it's nothing special. It's very, very small, but you know, it'll suit her needs. And she's got everything that she needs. And honestly, I probably didn't even need to give her that radio because that TV unit comes with one, but it's fine. And then going through here is Jules' room. And I think she'll be very happy down here. I honestly think she will enjoy the privacy. So, yeah. But I actually really like how this room turned out, I think. And I just love this color. I think that's what it is. So, let's head back upstairs now. All right, so coming back through the kitchen, we are gonna go the other way now. And we actually have JJ's room right through this door. So nothing simple. I, of course, did not paint any of the ceilings because why would I when I can just forget that's a feature? But yeah, he's got a few posters hung up. He gets this nice TV all to himself. And then coming back around this way, we've also got the bathroom through here, which is very small. But like I said, we do have that open shower here for any Sims that need it. And then coming through this way, we have Jem's room through this door. And she gets a little bunk bed action with the dresser underneath. Gets a little toy box, just one of the stuffies. And then through here is the shared bathroom, the Jack and Jill bathroom. So it's a tight squeeze, but that's, I think, typically how Jack and Jill bathrooms are. And then through here is Emmy's room. And Emmy's got a lot of purple going on as well. I love the color purple. It's my favorite color of all time. But yeah, there's not too much going in here right now. So she's still got a little while before she ages up into a teen. So still developing her personality and kind of figuring out who she is. But yeah, this is the way out from there. And now we get to go upstairs. All right. And then through here, we have one bathroom. So a little bigger than the other ones. I also need to go up a little bit. And then we have this very small section here. This is going to be Jade and Celeste's room. Sorry, I'm losing control of my keys a little bit. So sorry if this looks weird. Okay, this is a little bit better. But it's still very cramped. So Jade and Celeste get their own TV as well. We have just the little dresser area over here. And then back out here, I made this section into a little like family computer area just because I felt kind of bad giving the teens their own computers, but then no one else having access to those. So here's the family one over here. And then just a little beanbag chair kind of over here. You can listen to music. And then through here is Chadwick and Joy's bedroom. And I really like this room. I don't think I've ever used this rug before. Like ever, even in any of my older builds that use custom content, but this is really cute. And then lastly through here is the ensuite bathroom. So very nice, very small still. All right, and then the last thing past the dining area is just the outside. So it's nothing fancy. You got the grill, little picnic table, and then just some gardening pots. and I honestly kind of wanted to fit a pool out here, but it just wasn't big enough with the lot size. So that's just how it ended up being. All right, the last thing I want to do is just show you the family that I actually built this house for. So we're just gonna go right down the line. We have Celeste over here, who is Jade's wife. And as you can see, a few of my Sims are actually sitting down together just talking at the dinner table. But we've got Celeste here. Chadwick is downstairs, apparently watching TV. And he is not in a good mood, but this is Joy's husband. Looks like he's actually gonna go cry in Jade's bed. Let's not do that. Joy is coming down here now, actually, and she is the teacher that used to be very colorful, but is now strictly professional because she was told to basically grow up. And I love her so much. I think she is gorgeous. And then we have Jade up here. So this is my edgy Sim. So she's got a couple of tattoos, rocking a nose ring. I love this hair. I think the bangs really suit her. And then we have Joy and Chadwick's oldest child. This is their son, JJ, who is looking interesting right now. He's in a good mood, apparently. He's feeling very energized. We have Jewel over here. This is my nerdy teen. This is Celeste and Jade's oldest. And she's looking very scary right now, actually. Jem has decided to take a nap in her bed. Let's see if I can get her to come down, though. So, I think Jem is really, really cute. And like I said, she's going to be aging up into a teen soon. So she's not going to have probably a lot of this for a little bit. But this is her with the round glasses. And then lastly, we have Emmy over here, who is the youngest of Joy and Chadwick's kids, and she is gorgeous as well. I think she's gonna end up being a really pretty Sim when she ages up. But yeah, this is the family. Why are you in their room? This is your room. I literally thought I assigned this to you already, but whatever. This is your room. So I'm gonna have to lock Sims out of some of these rooms, but it's fine. But yeah, this is the family. This is the house, and I am really excited to not be playing in that other house anymore. This was definitely one of the hardest builds that I've ever done, just because it's such a big house for a big family, and I typically build these like very small houses for kind of smaller families, but I overall like how this house turned out. The layout, again, is still not my favorite, but it is what it is. And I will at some point build another house for maybe not this particular family, but, you know, another family later on down the line. So I won't be playing in this house for like the rest of time, you know? So yeah, but I appreciate you watching this. I know this build is not on the gallery because of all the custom content, but still, I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, and with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials, links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye!